My name is Teresa Tucker and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've used Stampin' Up! Products for 16 years and I have been demonstrating off and on. So tonight though we're going to, this is Technique Thursday and I haven't been here for a few weeks, so we'll just have to see how this goes. It's been a long time since I've prepared a live. So anyway, I've got 3 cards for you and we'll get started. We're going to use the Hello Harvest and the Rustic Pumpkin. So this is a bundle here and you can get that in our mini catalog that is available until December 31st. So if you like harvest time or if you like fall, this is a great bundle to have. Okay, so we're going to get started. And unfortunately my laptop, not my laptop, but my iPad quit working, so I need to get the screen fixed on it. It broke somehow and I don't even know how that happened. So I will need to kind of follow along with you while I am with my laptop actually next to me. So this is the first card that we're going to make, and the technique for today is examples on how you can use both sides of your designer series paper. So many times when we're creating something, we end up using one side of the designer series paper because we are adhering it to some cardstock. But this time I'm going to show you how you can utilize both sides of your designer series paper. So this one here, we're going to use 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of crushed curry cardstock, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4, which I've already done here. So this is the amount that I have already cut off of here because it was a regular 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and then I cut it down to the 4 1/4, or I'm sorry, 5 1/4. And so we have this piece left over and we could use that for something else, but not tonight. So first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to grab my bone folder. And if you don't use a bone folder, you'd be amazed at how much easier your cards stand up after you have used the bone folder to crease the edge, the fold. So if you see here, this is the valley right here. If you see, look on this other side, you see the ridge. So that's called the mountain. And you want to fold opposite of that. So you want to fold it with the mountain side in. And what that does, it allows your card to stand up. And of course it's not going to now, but so anyway, that's what happens. It allows that card to stand up a little bit better. And so now we're going to take a 5 1/2 by 3 3/4 piece of designer series paper, and I've got the flowers on one side, and then I've got these this design on the other side. This pack of paper, this DSP, I really like it, but it's some of it is not quite as interesting on one side, and that's fine, but it's nice to just have some variety. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to put this to the front of the card like this, and we're going to just tap it down and make sure that it's even all the way around and it comes across the bottom here. And then I'm going to grab my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I am going to run my glue next to this edge right here, all the way along the edge. And you don't need very much, because if you use very much, it's going to run out, and you don't want that to happen. And then I'm going to run another thin piece or thin line all the way along this edge like this. And that's all you need. So let's line this up again, make sure that it's nice and straight and right where we want it to be, and then you simply fold this over. And that's how you get this look. So on the outside, here's your card on the outside, and on the inside, you've got this beautiful paper. So next what we're going to do is take some old olive twill ribbon. This is 1/4 of an inch, and this is from the Happy Days, Happier Than Happy set. That this is it here. So they're Happier Than Happy, and then you also get this twill ribbon if you purchase the suite. So we're going to take this ribbon and we're just going to run it along here like this. And we want to just tie a knot in it. We don't want to make a bow with this one. I decided I would just tie a knot. So now the tricky part with the knot is that I don't have anything to hold my ribbon in place. So I've got some reverse tweezers. Now, Stampin' Up! Sells these now, not this same one. I got these on Amazon quite a while back, but that'll hold my ribbon in place so that I can make this knot. And it works just as well when you're making bows. So that's a nice tool to have on hand, and you can purchase that from my store. And remove this and tie the knot. Okay, so we got that. And now we will trim those ends a little bit. Looks like I've got my knot going sideways instead of, I think I'm going to give this another try. I'm not real happy with the way that it's knotted. Believe it or not, it makes a difference which way you wrap your ribbon when you're pulling it through the hole. Because it does, the ribbon tends to lay differently. So let's try, get this over here where I need it so I can see it. And we'll just pull this through like this. Now, the last time I used this ribbon here to go around it. So this time we're going to do the other side. Come on, get in there. So now we'll do this side and see if we can't make that ribbon lay flatter. Let's just pull this up here and grab that. It's so close. There we are. I can barely get it. There we go. I think, oh no. Okay, let's try this again. It doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know if I'm doing it the right way now. I had it before, but let's see here. We'll see what happens. There's no limit to the number of times you can redo your knot. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So let me grab my ribbon scissors and we'll just go ahead and cut off those ends. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add this tag. Now this greeting right here is in this stamp set right here, the Hello Harvest, and it's down here, You Are Missed. And I stamped that on a piece of white scrap. It was about 2 by 3/4 inches. And then I used the Banner's Pick-a-Punch to do this whale tail here at the end. So we're just going to set this right here. And I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Get rid of the backing. And we'll just slide this up here a little bit. Okay, there you are. Now we're going to use these These are called the adhesive backed seasonal sequins, and we're going to use the gold ones. It also comes with sweet sorbet, garden green, and white. So we're going to use the gold ones. And we're going to take your pick tool, and we're just going to put 3 small ones on there. So we'll pick it up, and then we'll place it on the card like that, easy peasy. And one more, let's set that down there. And that is a quick and easy card. What do you think about that? Let's do one more thing. Let's put this white cardstock on the inside so that if you want to add an image in here or add a, write your card, whatever you want to say on your card, then you can write it on the white cardstock instead of the crushed curry, because the crushed curry, it's a little harder to write on because it's harder to see depending on what kind of ink you're using. Uh-oh, just got it on the edge. Okay, there's that. That's card number 1. So I do want to tell you that if you comment, share, like anything on my video on my Facebook page, or when it's on YouTube, I will put your name in a drawing for the cards that we're making tonight. And we'll put these aside, and we'll get out the next one. Okay, so this is the next card that we're making tonight. It's the Loveliest Day, and it's the same technique. I went ahead and stamped everything and tried to get it as prepared as possible. So here again, we have another piece of 5.5 by 5 1/4 crushed curry, and I scored it at 4 1/4 like this. Now we're gonna bend this in like that and use our bone folder and give that a good crease right there. And this is the piece that we're going to use today on this card. I love this Cajun Craze. It's very earthy and fall-like. So today is the first day of fall. So congrats. So let me line this up. Yeah, so today's the first day of fall, and it just seemed like summer went so fast, and I didn't really get to do a whole lot of stuff outside this summer. I was telling my husband the other day, boy, we really need to get in the yard and do some work. I'd rather get that done before the leaves start to fall, because once the leaves fall, then we're busy raking and collecting leaves. So, okay, so that's the front, and then this is the inside. And I'll go ahead and put this white cardstock down here. And you can use multi-purpose liquid glue, or you can use Stampin' Seal. Either one will work just as well as the other. So we'll center that. Okay. All right, so now for the outside of this one, we're going to put this ribbon on here. This is the gold metallic ribbon. I've got about 16 inches here. I should have enough to go around the card and create a bow, but I'm going to do those separately. So I want this to be on the inside. So I'm going to just cut this ribbon off right about there. And hopefully that's enough ribbon to make, to make a bow. If it's not, then I've got more. That's okay too. So let me see how this is on the front, because I want it to be right about there. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on here, and I'm only going to put it on the sides right here where the glue will stick and not come through the mesh part of the ribbon. All right, so let's take a look at that. That looks pretty good. And so now we'll pull this over like this, and we'll do the same thing. We'll put some more glue right here on the edge, just like that, and line it up and let it dry. So I'm going to grab a block and put the block on there. Actually, I think I better. This is a silicone mat and glue doesn't stick to it, so I'll put that down and then I'll put this on top. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'll go ahead and create a ribbon, and I don't think I've got enough here, so remind me, if you get this kit, then I need to include about 20 inches of ribbon. Let's see. So with a $25 order, you will get everything to make these 3 cards. And they I'll have everything cut, punched, die cut, everything done as much as possible. You will need the stamp set because Stampin' Up! Will not allow us to send images, stamped images through the mail. I see part of the problem here is that I've got big fingers. You know what, I'm just going to get another piece. Sometimes if you do it right off the roll, it's just easier that way. And pull that through like that. Cut this down a little bit. And I would have all of your ribbon and everything in the package for you. And if you use my host code right here, BRUQEUQF, that is the host code for September, and I would be able to give you credit for some Tucker tokens, and you would use those for a shopping spree. They don't expire, so if you purchase if any purchase that you make in my store at Stampin' Up! Will earn those Tucker token points. And the first week of the month, I always double those. So let's see if this is dried enough. It feels pretty good. Now we're going to use a glue dot. These are mini glue dots. I'm just going to put this on the back side of the ribbon, and then we're going to stick it on here like this. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put this on the inside of my card for now, just in case that's still a little bit tacky. I don't want it to stick closed. And then we're going to put this banner on here. It says, "Wishing you the loveliest day." Now, when I created this card, I was making something different, and so I went ahead and layered it on a piece of crushed curry cardstock, and then I fussy cut around it. We can do that if we want, or we can just put this up on dimensionals and put it directly on the card that way. And I'm getting down to just the edges here. So let me grab my scissors that I used for adhesive. We'll put this on here. I'm going to take that off because I can't really see where I'm putting this. That flipped up. Okay, and then we'll take off the backings of these 3 here. And we're going to put this here. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to put a piece of this gold metallic specialty paper down here at the bottom. And then we're going to ground our pumpkin on that right there. Just so it's got something to ground it. Okay. So we'll put this down. I'm going to use multi-purpose glue. And like that. Now on this card, I did not pump that. I did not put the pumpkin up. I didn't pop it up, but I think with this one I will. Isn't that pretty? I love pumpkins. And you know what? I love watermelon too, but I didn't have any watermelon this summer. I think it's too late now. Little piece here. I'm just going to trim that off. I just want to thank you for being here with me, and I think this moved a little bit. And I think it's already glued down. It's already stuck, so we're going to go with it. It really means a lot to me that you're here. I will be posting the instructions for these cards on my blog at teresatucker.net. And you can go out there. I'll probably have it all up on Saturday. I doubt I get it done tomorrow, but I'll get it up there on Saturday. So there's our second card. What? Wait a minute. We forgot these. We got to have our bling on there. So we'll put one here, and you can put these anywhere you want. Typically, you'll go with just an odd number. That's what they say to do. Don't ask me who they is, because I don't know, but I do it because that's what I'm told to do. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to save this one. It got sideways on me. I think it'll stay. And these are the red, well, actually it says red and green adhesive backed pearls, but that's not what they are. They're actually festive pearls, and they are also in the mini catalog. We'll just put that one there, and we'll put this one over here. Okay. So that's that. Hey, we're moving right along here. You know something though? I think I like this yellow, this crushed curry on the back of that. So if you like, share, comment on my video on my Facebook or YouTube, if you comment, share, like on both of them, then you're going to get your name in the drawing for each one of those. Like, if you share it, you get your name in the video, in the drawing. If you like it, you get your name in the drawing. If you comment, you get your name in the drawing, and that's for both Facebook and YouTube. So there's those. Now this last card, I wasn't sure I was going to get it together in time for tonight. Hold on just one second. I need to grab a drink. Okay. So here's the card we're going to do next. This is our last card. You can get this kit either by making a purchase of $25 or more, or you can purchase the kit for $10, and it'll come like this, except it won't be stamped, because Stampin' Up! Won't let us send stamped images through the mail. But all of this would be cut out and ready for you to put on your card, put it together. Okay. Uh-oh, I dropped something. Maybe it was, yeah, I dropped this leaf. Okay, so like I said, I wasn't sure that I was actually going to get this all together in time. And there's just one step that I wasn't able to accomplish. So what we're doing here is this is another card where you see both sides of the paper, but it's done a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a, let's see here, stitch rectangle die. And we're going to take and use the almost the largest, one down from the largest. We're going to center it on here, and then we're going to put it through the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine. So I better get this off of here because I'll probably end up taping it to my cardstock, and I don't want to do that. So try to get this even. And so my mini Stamp Cut and Emboss machine does not have a magnetic plate, which is one reason why I need to tape that down just to keep it in place. Let's get this out. Oh, you know what? It's not going to go through on this. It's too wide. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to roll away for a moment and I will cut this out, and then I will be right back. And run this through. I think you're really going to like this look. And be careful whether you use washi tape or Post-it tape or Post-its. Be careful when you are removing your paper because sometimes it can stick and tear your cardstock or your Desire Series paper. Okay, so we're going to put this on here, center it on our card, grab my silicone mat, and I'm going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue along the sides. Just a very thin line. You don't need very much. All the way around like that. Okay, now we're ready to put this on our card. You want to make sure when you do this that your rectangle it keeps its shape while you're doing this. So you don't want to pull it or manipulate it, because it's very easy to get this on crooked, and then the part that you insert on the inside does not line up properly. Come on, come on, come on, move, move, move. The nice thing about the liquid glue is that you've usually got a little bit of time where you can move things around and get it to line up properly. And I think I lost that window. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this card, but if you are the winner of the cards, you're going to get this one because it's perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this. So here we're going to put it on this side of the paper. And then we're going to inlay this here. Like that. All right. Then one piece I didn't cut. I have this piece here. I'm going to use Let's see, I don't remember. Did I use the larger one? I think I used the smaller one. Let me just measure this here to see how this lines up. Okay, yep. So I'm going to use the smallest rectangle die, and I'm going to, I need to cut out a piece of this. So I'm going to run over here, roll back again, and I'm going to run this through, and I'll be right back. All right, so here's what we end up with. So I can put this die back. And I'm done with that. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of center it here on my card. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Next, we're going to take this piece of metallic, what's it called? It's gold metallic specialty paper. And we're going to lay this across the bottom here like this and glue that down. It just kind of anchors the greeting a little bit. Excuse me. I got a cold. I had COVID. Oh, it was awful. And then after I had COVID, my brother passed away. So, had he been sick? Nope, he wasn't sick. We knew that he had an addiction to alcohol, so it finally took his life. Okay, let's take, so what I've done here is I cut out from the designer series paper. Let me grab this quickly and so I can show you what I'm talking about. That's on the outside, but this is on the outside. Okay, so I took this and that's what I cut these vines out of. And then I also used this and I cut out this leaf here, and then I stamped the other leaves. I did another card that I cut this out and I added this to the, actually it wasn't to a card, I think it was to this bag. Yeah, this is a bag that I made. It's similar to what we're doing right now, and I used this squash and I did cut out another one of these leaves, and then I also used the pumpkin. I cut it out, and then I saw these acorns and the leaf, and it's right here. So I went ahead and fussy cut those out, and then I colored them in with Stampin' Blends. So we're going to do that next. So then this past weekend, my husband and I, we went out of town. We went to Nevada. So I live in Illinois. We're in the central Illinois. And let me think here for a second. I need these colors. Okay, I'll get back to my story. So I'm going to use light crumb cake, And that's what I'm going to use to color the top part here of the acorn. All right, and then I'm going to use the bronze. Now the bronze just comes in bronze. There's not a light or a dark, so it just comes like this, and that's what we're going to color here. I love the Stampin' Blends when you start using them on your projects and you mix the light and the dark together. I mean, some of these demonstrators, their artistic talent is just remarkable because I have seen some training on how to use Stampin' Blends or any type of blending marker, and it's pretty impressive and it looks relatively easy, but I just think it takes time and practice to get it the way you want it. So this is Old Olive. No, this is Mossy Meadow, and this is the light Mossy Meadow. So we're going to color this leaf in. So yeah, my husband and I, we went out of town this weekend. We went to a convention and made some new friends, and we just had a really great time. And we just enjoyed being around lots and lots of other believers in Christ, and we were just completely blessed. And like I said, we made some new friends, and it was funny how that came about because my husband and I, we wanted to grab some dinner, and so we went to one place, and it was crowded, so we didn't stay. So then we went across, we went around the corner, and we went to this other place. Before I get to talking too much, I just want to tell you that I'm going to take some of this, another strip here, and I'm going to put it down the center of this two-piece pumpkin. This is the part that goes on the top. And we're just going to line it up like this and stick it down. That's going to give it a little bit of dimension. And then we're going to take the stem and we're going to glue it on here. So we'll just put that on the back like that. Get some of this stuff out of the way. All right, so I'm adding the glue down here. This is the front side. I'm adding it to the front side so that I can stick it to the back like this. And I kind of set it just, you know, a little off center and leaned over a little bit, like lots of pumpkins look like that. So, all right. And so then we're going to add our pumpkin on here. Now I did pop that up on dimensionals. So I'm trying to remember what order to do this in because I need to leave enough room to poke these other pieces in. So I'm going to just put this, this is a foam adhesive sheet, and they come in large pieces, and then I just cut them down as I need to and use them. Of course, I also use the Stampin' Dimensionals. It just depends on how big the piece is and what I feel like using. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's just that this makes this pumpkin much sturdier to be on foam sheets. And usually I would put it all over the back so that it's nice and stiff and sturdy. So let's put this down here. And then we're going to, so when I cut this leaf out, I left this rather long so that I would have something to glue to on the inside, but it's a little long. I can feel it's bumping into the foam sheets. So we will put a little bit of multi-purpose glue on the front because we're going to poke it in here, and then we're going to press our pumpkin against it so it sticks to the back side of the pumpkin, like that. Okay, so next we're gonna, let's see, I've got these two pieces. I want to try to just layer them here on the bottom. Just kind of make it look like the pumpkin is sitting on these leaves. So I'll put a piece of glue, I'll put a little bit of glue on that. And we'll put it right here. So I don't want it to hang off my card because then the card won't go in the envelope. And then this one, I'm just going to put a little glue back here at the bottom because it's going to actually stick out a little bit once I get this on here. Okay, something like that. All right, so here's the acorn. I think I'll go ahead and add it in here. I like that. For this one though, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here on the stem on the back side because I want to put it directly on the card. Like that. Okay. And then the other thing I did is I took there's a sunflower, a single sunflower right there, and it has a coordinating die, so I stamped it on white cardstock, and then I'm putting this on the back of it. That's what I did. I've forgotten how to demonstrate and talk at the same time, I suppose. All right, so the last thing we have to do is to put the vines on, and then we're going to put, excuse me, then we're going to put some more festive pearls on there. All right, so I think that I'm just going to put a little glue on here, excuse me, and just stick that to the pumpkin. Wow, let me think here. How did I do this? I think I'll just put it underneath there like that. You can put this anywhere you want, just at the artist's discretion. Okay, there's that one. And then we got this one here. And I kind of want it to be on the outside, kind of like that. So I'll put a little glue here. And then I kind of like this one just kind of trailing down the pumpkin like this. So I'll just put a little glue up here. Like that. Okay. Do you like it? Let me know what you think. So all we have to do here now is add our festive pearls. So we take a pick tool, and we'll grab one of these and put one here, and we'll put one up here. I wanted to show you how I cut this out, because I wanted it to have the rectangle stitching around it like that, but I didn't have a stitch rectangle that size. So I would like to just show you that real quick. It's pretty easy, and if you've got time, we'll just go ahead and do that as an extra bonus. So we're done with that card, and let's put this back here. So now we've got this card, and we have this one. This is the one we made tonight, but I will send either one of these out. I like this with the background, the crushed curry background. And then we also made this card tonight. So those are our cards. These three here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm going to show you a trick for the hello. So what I did is I just took a piece of basic white cardstock and I stamped hello on it. And with my Memento black ink, and grab my hello stamp out of there, and then we'll get this nice and juicy. Now, let me grab my mini stamp cut and emboss machine because I know this will fit. So I'm going to cut this out like this. Just cut it down to size so that I can fit it through my mini. And I hope it fits. I think it will. So what I did was I took a, excuse me, my goodness. I took a little bit larger die and I lined up the corner like this. So I knew I wanted it to be relatively close to the letters. So that's how I lined it up. And it'll be easier to do this once I put it down. So we'll just try to get it so that it's even across the top and along the edge. And then I'm going to put a piece of Post-it tape on here. Hold that in place. Keep your fingers crossed. And run that through like that. So now we've got to peel this off slowly. Okay. So now we've got this corner done, and now we're just going to flip it around and we're going to do it again this way. So far I've had pretty good luck with this, and I like the way it turns out if I don't have the right size stitch die. Tape off, and there you have it. Isn't that neat? What a trick. Oh my goodness, that's for free. You got that for free. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to get everything up on on Facebook. Well, so I will leave this posted on Facebook, but then I will also edit it and I will add it to my YouTube channel, and you will also find it on my blog at theresatucker.net. That's Theresa with an H, T-H-E-R-E-S-A, tucker.net, and that's where you can find all of my projects. And I think I just lost a stem, or just lost a, here we go. It's hanging out with this other card. Let me put this back on real quick. I didn't let it dry all the way, I guess. So please like, share, comment. I can put your name in a drawing to get these cards for free. If you want to pay for the kit, there's $10, and I will cut, die cut, punch everything that I can. and send it to you, or you can place an order of $25 or more, and then I will also send this kit to you as well that way. So I hope you enjoyed this evening. I enjoyed being here and having you with me, and I hope you come back. I should be here next Thursday at 7 o'clock again for another tutorial. So thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.